I used to think hope was a word people said when they had nothing real left to offer. Like flowers on a grave, pretty but late. But I found out hope ain't soft. Hope is the hand that grabs your collar when you're walking away from yourself. I was raised in a house where silence had weight, but then it got cold while we swallowed our pain. Mama kept prayers tucked under her breath. Daddy kept pride like a lock on his chest. I learned young that tears make people uncomfortable, so I bury mine deep where the roots don't grow. School bus windows, fog on the glass. I draw little roads to a life I ain't have. Same shoes 3 years, same holes in the soul. Same kid in the mirror looking 10 years old. Teacher said smile more, you're quiet again. But nobody asked what the quietness meant. I had friends that would laugh when I opened my chest, so I stitched every wound with a joke and a grin. By 15, I could act like I'm fine. Had a whole fake piece I rehearsed every night. I was good at pretending, bad at believing that anyone stays when they see what you're keeping. And I know what it feels like to be in a full room and still feel gone. I know what it feels like to be tired of being strong for too long. But somewhere in the dark, a small voice spoke. You were not finished, you still have hope. Don't leave me alone tonight. I've been fighting shadows with a broken light. I've lost some pieces, but I'm still not done. Even cracked glass can reflect the sun. Hope if you hear me, stay close, don't run. I'm not who I was, but I'm becoming someone. I've been through the storm with my hands on the rope, and the last thing I lost was the first thing I found. Hope. I moved out with a backpack and a heart full of rust. Had a phone full of numbers I no longer trust. City lights blinking like they knew my name, but every new street still carried old pain. I rented a room with a leak in the ceiling. Watch water fall slow like time when you're healing. I called my mom, heard the shake in her voice. She said some pain is loud, but it don't own your choice. I wanted to tell I was scared of my mind, that I smiled in the day and broke down at night. But I just said I'm good like a coward with manners, then stared at the wall while the truth got louder. The world kept moving like I wasn't behind. Bills on the table, low scars in the lines of my hands, like a map of everywhere I had been. I blamed everybody, then I blamed my own skin. I turned every mirror to face the wall, cause I hated seeing someone I couldn't call strong. Then one cold morning, no music, no rain, I saw a little boy on the train with my face not real, just memories sitting across, holding all the dreams I forgot that I lost. He looked at me like, are we making it out? And I had no answer, just tears in my mouth. So I went back home, not to stay but to stand. Looked my father's pride in the eye like a man. I said, you hurt me. He said, I know. First time I saw regret move slow. Mama cried in the kitchen, hands over her lips like peace. Said a robber didn't know where to sit that night. I slept without running from dreams, not healed all at once, but healing at least. And I learned broken families can still plant seeds, even if love shows up late on its knees. Don't leave me alone tonight. I've been fighting shadows with a borrowed light. I've lost some battles, but I'm still not done. Even tired lungs can welcome the sun. I hear you, you don't have to shout. I'm not fully healed, but I'm climbing out. I walk through the dark with my hands on the rope, and the last thing I lost was the first thing I found. Hope. Now I keep a candle by the window frame, not because the darkness disappeared, but because I finally learned light does not need permission to enter. I'm still here, still breathing, still building.